Good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching this, and welcome back to the Tom Wilson Racing YouTube channel. Quick look ahead to the action from Sandown tomorrow. Um, Whether or not it goes ahead, obviously, we'll have to see. I believe they've got an 8 o'clock inspection on Friday morning. This video will be going live at 7 a.m. Friday morning. What we'll just see is prices are all correct at the time of recording and posting. May have changed by then, so just bear that in mind. Um, Doing this video, obviously, I'm not sure if racing's going to go ahead, as I've already mentioned, but here are my three selections from Sandown on Saturday. What we'll do is back on the laptop tonight, I will share the screen with you. So my first selection comes in the 1240, which is a Class 3 handicap chase over the 1 mile 7 furlongs. Whilst the going there is soft, the Sandown meet, it's going to be heavy. It's going to be really, really testing. Couple of comments about them. I'm really, really keen to take on Authorised Speed. It was an even money favourite. I think that is terrible. Only William Hill have got this priced up at the moment, but even money's terrible. I'd be really, really keen to take him on, given that he fell on his chase debut at Ascot, so he hasn't actually completed over the fences yet. Yes, he was probably the most talented of these over hurdles, but I'd be more than happy to take him on at that price. On the last day, his best runs, according to RPRs at least, when he's posted an RPR of 140 and 145, have been achieved on better ground. I don't think the heavy ground will suit him whatsoever. He was a heavy follower at Ascot last time out as well. He's £2 lower than when finishing third in Grade 3 company at Aintree in April, though it is worth noting that. But the negatives that I've just outlined put me off him. Exitations of Palm Slides off a mark of 137, according to Racing Post ratings, RPRs. His performance have come on better ground as well. 2 or 3 times his posted RPR of 140 plus have come on better ground. So I'd have concerns about him on heavy ground as well. Gunsight Ridge for Ollie Murphy's the one that I really like here. It's course and distance, winning form in testing conditions, so he's proven himself around here on heavy ground in the past. 2 of the 3 times that he's posted an RPR of 140 plus, they've come on heavy ground, so I'd be pretty confident that he'll handle conditions. He's not been seen for almost 400 days, which would raise some question marks regarding his well-being. That being said, he has run well off an absence in the past. His comfortable victory over Galvin de Chasse has worked out okay. On reappearance at Aintree last year, Venetia Williams' horse is now rated at £10 higher in official ratings. That was in Class 3 company, off a mark of 133, so only £2 higher now off a mark of 135, which I think is well within his abilities. He's also won at higher level than this in the past as well. And much shouldn't be taking 92 about him than even money about Authorised Speed. So yeah, that's my first selection. Moving on to the 150, which is the first of the 4 ITV racing. Sorry, it's the first of the ITV races that have been broadcast live. This is a fairly competitive race. I think George's Saint does have an entry at Wincanton as well, which I believe maybe his preference to this. So maybe a Rule 4 deduction on here. The informed Gary Moore, who's operating at 21% strike rate, has both the top and the bottom of this market covered. There's a Hutchins de Grugy, 11 to 4 favourite at the time of recording, and Black Jerry at 16 to 1 best price. Hudson de Grugy to pick a Niall Houlihan, which would suggest that he's a stable choice. It did make an encouraging reappearance at Sandown, obviously that was too short. Second run after a wind up, but I can't overlook the price differential between him and his stablemate Black Jerry. A mark of 137 for Black Jerry represents a £2 lower mark than his last winning mark of 139. Won 2 Class 2 handicaps back to back in April. First of these came on the 2nd of April at Ascot, saw Ferreira Downs by 5 lengths, 143 rated Dolos, 12 lengths back in 5th, and then he came out just over a week later at Plumpton, Most comfortable winner over previous graded winner Captain Tomcat when conceding well over a stone to the second place horse. Warlord was also well beaten that day back in fifth. Four of the five times that it's achieved an RPR of over 140 have come over this trip. Five of his 10 wins. He's got a 50% strike rate on heavy ground with 5 out of 10 wins, and he's 2 from 3 at this level, class two. I think Blackjack is really overpriced, and I'd be having an each way bet on him at 16 to 1. The third and final selection for Saturday's racing at Sandown comes in the Veterans Chase Series final over 3 miles. Initially, I like to look at Celeb Delan for this race, the Philip Hobbs entry, but he was beaten 38 lengths at Aintree last time out in heavy ground, and he's still £10 higher in official ratings than when he last won. Also, the Philip Hobbs stable's in really poor form at the moment. With a bit of entwining form, I quite like the look of the Rasher counter here. Now, he's been on the drift out to 16 to 1, but I'll be having an each way play on him as well if you can get 5 places with some firms. Yes, William Hill, best price there, 16 to 1, 5 places. So that's the bet that I'll be having with William Hill. Second over course and distance last time out in November. I bet connections were absolutely delighted to see that his mark of 136 was unchanged when beating only 2 lengths to current market favourite Good Boy Bobby, considering that he received a £4 hike for that win. Given the 2 length margin of defeat and the reversing the weights, I can't have the difference in price between Good Boy Bobby at 13 to 2 and Durasha Counter at 16 to 1. 4 of his wins. 4 wins from 7 starts on heavy ground for Durasha Counter, so he's got a good strike rate on heavy ground. Good second on his own course start, as already mentioned. Granted, he hasn't won since 2019, but he's now £13 lower in the ratings. Also, the application of first time cheap pieces last time out seems to spark a new life into him. I think it's well worth it. A player each way to hit the frame with 5 places. So that was a little bit of a whistle stop tour from my free selections from Sandown tomorrow. I had a quick look at the card at Wincanton and nothing really jumping out to me there. I thought it was a really tough card there. Yeah, that's everything for me. So free selections there. If you've liked what you've watched today and you get some winners, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. If you do have any winners aside from those that are put up, or any winners at all, you've got any different opinions to those that I've said, please let me know in the comments below. And as of course, just give me a follow on Twitter at RacingTJW. Thank you, take care, and as always, gamble responsibly.